Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine. It's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham, episode number 462. Before I get into this video, if I happen to look like I'm being knocked around a little, the dog is here and I'm talking to the camera and she thinks I'm talking to her. So please bear with me if that happens. So 462, we're going to be talking more about Gravity Forms, and I'm going to go through a little bit about formatting, setting up a Gravity Form so that it is visually appealing. Now, I'm not going to go into how you change colors on the text and such stuff. Text and the like at the moment. Wow, trip over my own tongue. Why don't I? I am going to talk about how we can lay out the form, the fields on the form, how we can break it into sections, a couple of cool little things like that. So let's get into it and see where this runs. This is my demo site. This should look familiar. In episode 459, I went through how to install Gravity Forms and how to get it set up ready to go. We do have Gravity Forms installed already, and we have a form that we have been working on. So I'm just going to use that form. If you go back to episodes 459, 460, 461, and now this one, we're building up how we make forms and such. I'm going to click edit on the form that we've got. And here we have a basic contact form. Basically, you collect their name, their email address, their phone. You ask them for a message. You ask them how they want you to contact them. We have some conditional logic on our contact preference field down here. I did that back in one of the other episodes on how to do that. And then the send button. Now, if I just have a look at this, if I just do a preview on this form, the email address is huge and the phone number is huge. Now, yeah, of course it's huge because the preview is a full screen preview. I have to just caution that when you're using preview, it doesn't pick up the theme formatting, or it may not pick up the theme formatting, so it might cause you problems when you put it on your theme and it'll look a little different. So just bear that in mind, that the preview is great to have a look at how things basically look, making sure that they do what you want. Then you need to embed it on your page and then look at it on your page. However, what I do notice here is I love how I've got your name and first name and that they're in the same line. I really hate the waste of space that we get with the email address and the phone here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make these two columns. One way you can, no, the way you make them two columns is select the field that you want to move. You'll see you've got this the 6 dots on the left-hand side, and when you mouse over it, it says move. Mouse over it, hold your left button down, drag it, and you see how that dark bar goes up and down to the right of the email address. I let it go, and look at that, I now have 2 columns. Email address and phone now appears in 2 columns. Now let's go have a quick look at that. And now, doesn't that look better? Doesn't that feel better? It looks more compact. We don't have big long lines. It's not like we're thinking, wow, you're going to have a really huge email address we want to collect. The phone number is there. Now, the reason I probably wouldn't go 3 columns here is simply because once you get it in your page, it is unlikely to be this wide anyway. So we are going to lose a little bit of space. This width is going to come down a bit. It should still look pretty good. Okay. So that's how you can change your columns. Now, let's say we want to change the order of our fields. In this case, we want email address, we want phone like that, but we want to move our contact preferences up to above the message. So again, find the field we want to move, click on the move button and hold the button down and move it till the grey bar moves to, or the black bar moves to where you want it to be. So now I've moved it up on the form. So you can move your fields around. What's the other thing? Oh, it's okay. Okay, so you've moved your fields around. We've created 2 columns. Can we create 3 columns? Let's try it. Mouse over the move button, hold it down, move it to the right. You can create three columns if you want. I don't want 3 columns there though. Okay, so now we've got that information, but what if we're creating a bigger form and we're collecting more information? Maybe we want to do a survey with them to get information out of them. We probably still want a message button, but what we can do under standard field, yeah, under standard fields, we have this section ability here. What you can do is add a section in. So I'm going to put a section there, and I'm going to drag a section up to the top here. Okay. So the section at the top here, we're going to click on the field. We're going to go to the field settings, going to go to general, and we're going to say about you. Okay. So that now says about you. So when they come onto the form, and I'll show you this shortly, it says about you. So we get all their information here. Now we're going to, I know, about your dog, for example. I know, I don't know why I'm thinking of the dog at the moment. And I'm just going to very quickly, we're going to do a single line text. And we're going to say breed. Now I could, and the reason I paused here is I could have tried to do this as a drop down and had let them select from an option of breeds. I'm not going to do that because the breed is the breed could be anything. So just let them freeform that in. That's my thought on that. Let them freeform that in. I am then going to put a drop down here, and I'm going to put it to the right of the breed, and I'm going to say age. Now, why did I do an age one here? Well, we're going to click on edit choices. We're going to go to bulk add. We're going to click on age here. Now you'll see we've got under 18, 18 to 24. That's probably not what we want, but it gives me an idea. So because we're talking dogs, we're going to say under 6 months. 6 months. 6 to 12 months. 1 to 2 years. 3 to 5 years. See, I've changed the metric there. 5+ years. Let's go 5 to 10 years. 10+ years. Okay, just to get an idea of how old the puppy is. I'm going to save those as a new choice. We're going to say dog ages. Save. So I've now got dog ages there. I'm going to say insert choices. Now it's inserted my choice. We're going to take out the bottom one. We're going to save our form. So now we've got about your dog, we've got the breed, we've got the age. We might want to collect some other information. Let's ask them about previous training. Actually, we're not going to do that one. What we're going to do here, notice I just deleted that. What I want to do here is put a paragraph texting. So I want to get more information out of them here. I want to say, tell me about your dog's training. Tell me about your dog's training experience so far. Up if I can type and spell A. Okay. Awesome. So we've got about the dog, the breed, the age, the training experience. Now I'm going to put another break in, another section in here. So we're going to have 3 sections. Availability, for example. Actually, no, we're going to call it training preferences. There we go. And then I am going to put another drop down. I like drop downs, by the way. We're going to say preferred training time. Going to edit our choices. Bulk add, and I know I saw it in here. Days of the week, months of the year, how often, how long. Did I not see it in here? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit, and I'm going to say early morning, mid-morning to lunchtime to mid-afternoon, late afternoon. Okay. I'm not going to save that this time. I'm just going to insert the choices. I'm going to close that down. And I'm going to click over there so I get rid of that. So we've got the preferred training time. And the next thing I'm going to put in there is just a single line text, and we're going to drop it to the right-hand side. I'm making this up as I go along, by the way. Preferred location. So I'm going to let them tell me where they prefer to train. And then your message and then send. Okay. So your message, we're going to actually make that. And anything else you'd like to tell us? We're going to click Save Form. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Preview. Now that I've built that form, and you can see here we've got the contact form, we've got the description. Remember that when we inserted this in our post, we can actually hide this information. And you'll see the section, it says About You. And we've got About You. Then we've got About Your Dog, and we've got the drop down. And you see how we've managed to make columns out of it all? The dog's training, tell us about your dog's training experiences. Now we've got the training preferences. When do we want to train? What's our preferred location? A message and send. So that's one way you can break your form up to make it look a little nicer, to make it easier for people to find information. You can do multiple columns. You can do 2 columns. You can do 3 columns. You can do 6 columns. Just when you're doing it, make sure that you're thinking about the experience that your visitor is going to have, as well as being able to get that information out of them. Let me just make sure I've saved that. I'm going to come back and have a chat. Okay, so how was that? Was that useful to you? Have you used sections in your forms? Have you used Gravity Forms? Have you used sections in Gravity Forms? Can you see where you might be able to use them? Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, if you've got any thoughts, if you've done something that I've shown you here that you're like, did you know you could do this? I love getting hints and tips like that as well. That's fantastic. Just leave them in the comments wherever you're watching or listening to this video, or come over and join me in my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. There is in the description of this episode the link to Gravity Forms. That is my affiliate link. I do make a commission out of anything you buy from it. Do appreciate any support you can give me. It does help me keep making these videos. If this video was useful to you, please give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. That helps me immensely as well. Thank you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you find out when we drop more content. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.